Hi, Mandy Myers. I chose the social studies vignette for um, this assignment to help activate background knowledge. I found that the teacher asked questions. He asked students to remember what they had learned in previous lessons, such as why is it important to remember that a case can be argued multiple times in multiple different courts, and what does that mean? And that led to a student discussion about that. Students said that there are two sides to every case, and that each side has a valid reason for why they think the judge or justices should agree with them, um, and that they remember that every court has different decisions, and that those decisions kind of build off each other as different cases take on the same types of issues in court. Um, he also had them previously do some vocabulary activities where they sorted those into different um, groups, the vocabulary words into different groups. Um, and this helped them when they came to this case as well. Remember, kind of apply some of that vocabulary to what they were doing. And I think it said at the end that he hoped to do that the next day. In this assignment, they did created a graphic organizer um, that was based on reason, position, text structure, and they were going to use that graphic organizer as a reference in future lessons. So the way I kind of saw it was that that graphic organizer would help them tomorrow with building background and activating their prior knowledge, which I kind of liked that piece. Question 2 asks, what would help make comprehension strategies useful for the majority of students in a particular course? Reading through all the vignettes, the one common thread I saw was modeling. The teachers always modeled multiple times the comprehension strategy that they were planning on using, and really gave students a great base to refer back to when they were asked to practice independently. And I think that's important in any course that you're in. Modeling is always essential for learning. Um, I think the um, one of the things I went totally blank on what I was going to say. In any course, modeling is important. Oh, the other thing that I think is really essential to help comprehension is in any course is to help students understand why we are using these strategies and what the importance of them, truly is. I think a lot of times we spend a lot of time teaching these strategies, but if we don't actually build background on the strategy itself, then students still struggle with why am I doing this? Why is this important? And in one section of the reading that was attached to the vignette, it said that, the real goal of comprehension strategies is to help students make inferences and to draw inferences, and that results in, building knowledge and actually gaining new knowledge when students can read a text and make inferences and connections to their lives and to other texts they've read. And I don't think that we spend enough time helping students understand that to really grow and to gain that prior knowledge, we need to be able to connect it to text and to make inferences, and the reason that we have these graphic organizers or we ask them to do these different comprehension activities truly is so that they can gain those to make those inferences. And so I think that would truly help strategies in any course, not just any particular course. Another key thing that the readings hit on is the importance of PD and of collaboration with other teachers, and that really helps teachers grow and learn and gain new knowledge about different comprehension strategies. The final question was, what is your current level of confidence in incorporating comprehension strategies in content lessons? I don't teach content lessons. I teach special ed, and I teach it at a first and second grade mostly level. I do have a couple fifth graders that I teach as well. Um, so I would say I don't have a great level of confidence in how to do that, just because I really have had no experience in teaching any content level classes. Even in my student teaching that I did at a sixth grade level, I still was only teaching special ed. I do feel pretty confident in building background. I think that that is a strength of mine. The school that I work for has a large population of EL students, and so the SIOP model is something that is really stressed, and so we all work hard to build background knowledge to make sure that we have objectives. Um, when I was a paraeducator here, I worked in fifth grade, and the social studies teacher was amazing at using these strategies. The kids were constantly doing KWL charts, using graphic organizers, making foldables. She was very good at using all of those comprehension strategies as well as all the different modes of learning. I mean, they would watch videos, they were writing, they were reading, they were talking. And so I think I've learned a lot from her in a couple of years, but um, to build on that, this course has been great too. I mean, I've learned a lot, and I mean, I've written a couple lessons that I think would actually be pretty successful. Some that I wasn't as thrilled with. But I think to build on that, I mean, honestly, I need to teach it and practice it, and I think the other thing that I can do is see where I can pull in some of these strategies when I'm especially teaching math. Our reading program is pretty scripted, but I think for teaching math and also trying to build background just when I'm doing even read alouds with my students and pulling in some graphic organizers and different comprehension strategies for that is another way that I could build upon this. Thank you.